The picture you saw at the start of this workout, that's a client of mine that has lost 10.2 kilos. That's 22.5 pounds in 6 weeks using this workout. So if you don't have a lot of time to train, but you're after serious weight loss results, this is the workout for you. Grab yourself a set of dumbbells, lock aside 15 minutes, and let's work through this together. This is a no repeat workout. We're going to be going through 12 different exercises, each one for 60 seconds with a 15-second transition. So it's been carefully constructed to make sure that we burn the maximum amount of calories for each of our efforts. Now, with that in mind, you're going to want to follow this one right through to the end to get the full benefit. So grab your set of dumbbells, grab a drink bottle, and we're going to start with our plank rows. All right, so with our plank rows, what we're looking at doing is pulling these dumbbells, starting in the push-up position, but alternating these dumbbells in as we row. Now, a key focus here is bracing through the midline. We want to minimize the transitional movement with the hips. We don't want the hips to sway side to side. The focus is squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top, keep the hips nice and stable. So this is a core exercise. It's an upper body exercise as we row, but there's also some really good chest, shoulder, and tricep work in the mix as well as we stabilize and hold ourselves. Now, I'm okay to see a rotation here. You can twist on this one. That's not a problem. Just really squeeze through the shoulder blades. Hips down. Our job is to move for the full 60 seconds. If you need to drop down to the knees, that's fine. You go at a level that's going to work for you. All right, shake it off. Our next exercise is the goblet squat. Now, depending on where your physical limitations are with joints, knees, you may want to have a box. I'll be demonstrating goblet box squats. All right, so from here, hips go back and down, keeping the dumbbell nice and close to the torso. A big theme with these squats is to make sure your thigh is pointing in the direction of your toe. Keep your weight on the heels. That's why I like to do the box squats. For those of us over 40 that are nursing the knees, nursing injuries through the joints, it really does help us load up and keep the weight on the heels. Now, if you don't have knee problems, by all means, you don't need to use the box. But our job is just to keep moving. Move for the full 60 seconds. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keep it going. You're doing well at 60-second blocks. All right, so now we're coming into our glute bridge floor press. So you're going to want to lay down on the ground, get your dumbbells up, and from here, we're going to get our hips up in that glute bridge position and pressing up. Now, as you're pressing up, what I want you thinking about doing is, even though this is a chest and a tricep exercise, again, we've layered in lower body elements with the glute bridge, but the big theme I need you to think about is keeping your shoulders pulled back and down. We don't want our neck, we don't want to be shrugging at the shoulders on this one. So again, just aim to keep moving. We've got to use that full 60-second window. Now, something you can do, if the dumbbells are getting a bit heavy, if you've got a second set there, you can lighten it up. Otherwise, have a little pause at the top. All right, now we're up on our feet. We're into our sumo deadlifts. Now, I should stress, a lot of people get a bit reluctant to move. They like to lay down on their back and stay down there for a while. Right, so our sumo deadlift, why I like to be moving between the exercise is it's an active recovery, but not only is it an active recovery, it helps keep that heart rate up. Now, these sumo deadlifts, a couple of things to think about. Hips go back, and you only bend the knees want your hands are about knee height. So it's a hip hinge exercise. So think of it as a butt exercise, a butt and a hamstring exercise, not so much a leg or quad exercise. So again, our job is just to move. That's it, keep your back nice and straight. Oof. Hang in there. We're counting down. We're nearly there for it. And well done. All right, now we're coming into an exercise called a dynamic row. So you'll need a set of dumbbells. We're going to start with them up, and then we're going to lean forward and we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, and then stand back up. Lean forward. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 rows, come back up. Now the key of the element of dynamic is you can use a little bit of a hip hinge to create that momentum. That's fine. Now if you find these dumbbells are too heavy, rather than going for 3, cut it down for 2. If they're super heavy, go for 1. So where are you going to feel this one? On the back of the sumo deadlifts. And into these rows, you're going to be feeling it in the glutes, the lower back, or the hamstring. Otherwise, you may feel it in your upper back. Again, just keep hinging forward, keep your back straight, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Oh, good job. All right, so now from here, we've done our bent over rows. We're going to go to a single leg Romanian deadlift. All right, so 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and we're hinging at the hips. So as you do this one, drive through the heel. Keep your back nice and straight. That front knee bends a little bit, but not really. It's just a soft bend of the knee. And only go down as low as you can maintain that good spinal position. If your lower back starts doing that, don't go down that low. Depending on your flexibility, you may need to shorten your rep range a little bit. And that's okay, but we're loading up through the front leg. Keep it hustling. Doing well. Just try and move for the full 60 seconds. That's where the magic is. We're nearly there. Oh. All right. Now we're coming into a push press. So dumbbells will be at the shoulders and we're pressing up overhead. So grab your dumbbells, get them up to what we call the rack position. And then dip and drive. So you dip, drive, use those legs. Again, pace yourself. We're aiming to move for the full 60. Now, if you have great shoulder flexibility, a recovery point for you can be overhead. Most of us over 40, that's another piece that goes missing. So you might find your recovery position is more going to be on the shoulders here. We've got 25 seconds to go. We've done the better part of 40 seconds now. Load up, jump it up, use those legs, and continue the momentum with your shoulders and your arms. Whoa, we're nearly there. One more. Oh, all right, a bit of Bernie burns in the shoulders. Now we're going to do our Romanian deadlifts on the other leg. Grab those dumbbells, step forward, other side, and hinging forward. Keep that weight on the heel of that front leg. Grinding well. Again, just hit the lower back, hit that curve happening in the lower back. Just a soft bend to the front knee. This back leg, it's just a balance. It's there purely for balance. It's not taking on any weight. It's not really assisting with the movement other than giving you stability. We've got 15 seconds to go. Hang in there. Keep it moving. The heart rate should be up. You should be feeling a burn through the hamstrings, into the butt, possibly the lower back. All right. Now, what we've got is a dumbbell pullover. This can be done on a bench or on the floor. I'll be demonstrating on the floor, but if you are doing it off a bench, I actually prefer it off a bench. What we'll do is from here, lowering that dumbbell down and back up. If you find, hey, I generally go back to one dumbbell on this. If you're finding that's a bit too easy, what you can do is increase that range and hold the sides of the dumbbell. That'll get you a bit lower down. Now this is a good replacement and a substitute for anyone that can't do pull-ups, either because they don't have the strength or you don't have the equipment. All right, if it gets a bit hard, bend your elbows. That's going to shorten the range, but the lats are having to do the work. If it's going easy, straighten those arms out. Like I say, if you're on the bench, you position your shoulder blades on top of the bench or the chair or the box, whatever you have, and you can actually get the dumbbells going down even lower. All right, nicely done. All right, so now we're back up on our feet. Like I say, we're moving between our stations. There's no point just laying still. It's not going to help us burn calories. We're getting into the sprinter's lunge. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Right, like the single leg deadlift, it's a single leg exercise, but the fundamental difference being is now we're incorporating the quad. So it's a hip hinge, but it's still a quad. See how the angle in my knee, it's getting to that 45 degrees. We're really focusing on bending that knee. Again, we're keeping our back nice and straight, but our objective here is to really try and incorporate a bit more quad. We've hit up the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back, that posterior chain. We've done the bulk of the work there. Now we need to finish balancing this off into the quad. Keep it going. We're down to 15 seconds. We're nearly there. You're doing really well to have gotten this far. Because listen, this isn't a work routine full of giggles. This is where you come if you're after serious improvement. All right, so now we're going to do something similar to what we did earlier with the floor press, but now we're just taking the glute bridge out of it. So, a couple of things change. First thing is, we're hitting a different aspect up of the chest. The second thing being is, under fatigue, we're not having to work quite so many muscles. And that's by design. But like I say, just keep it moving for the full minute. So if you don't have a set of dumbbells to change to, you can change this up to single dumbbell floor presses. Like I say, go as long as you can. I want you fighting for as long as you can with the two. And if you have a lighter set, go back to that lighter set. If you don't, go to a single dumbbell. But like I say, move. We've got 10 seconds to go. There should be at least another 2 reps. All right, we are down to our final exercise, and that being the sprinter's lunge on the other side. So let's step our way forward, and away we go. All right, so as we're doing this one, again, focus on bending that knee. Load up through the hips, bend to the knee. Now I need to stress, guys, if you've enjoyed this workout, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It tells me really if this is the sort of thing you're enjoying and you want to see more of. Also give the video the thumbs up and click on that notification button, the bell, so that you can keep posted when we release the workouts and they go straight into your inbox. All right, we're nearly there. Let's hang in there, keep it moving. Now, as always, I'm going to include a cool down video that you can follow immediately after this one. So check that out. So check that video out. But otherwise, great job, guys. Another one down. Hit the cool down and enjoy the rest of your day.